Hello, and welcome to another episode of Adventures with Rochelle, the podcast. I'm Rochelle Stratton,
Brian Murray.
and we just want to thank you for tuning in to listen. We really appreciate it.
These guys are great.
They are. I feel like this is going to be a great podcast because you have a lot to offer.
Mostly.
Most.
Yeah. The most to offer.
The words that are coming out, like, you're not giving me too much. You're waiting for me to ask how you are.
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm good. What about you? How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was good. How about yours?
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I didn't.
We're gonna be on a struggle bus today.
No, we're not. I didn't get the one thing I asked for.
Which was?
Well, that's the thing. I didn't actually ask for anything, but I just want people to read my mind.
What did you want that you didn't get? That booty.
Yeah, I didn't ask for that. How about, why would you say that? That's, well, got me a little bit off guard on that one. I wanted to get editing software.
I thought that you said you were going to buy editing software.
I am, but if it's for Christmas, then I don't feel like I spent the money.
Okay, so that's on you.
But I didn't tell anybody that.
You told me, but I wasn't buying
Why
you
didn't
it.
you get me it then?
I told you that you needed a computer first.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna have to be the thing.
Because what good is the software if you have nothing to edit it on?
I just feel like I'm getting somewhere.
You're getting what?
I'm getting somewhere. Do you have the sniffles?
Maybe. I don't know.
Are you finally sick?
No, I'm not sick. The weather went from 70 to 40.
How long are you going to keep blaming your sickness on the weather?
I'm not sick. I have allergies
In the winter.
all year round.
Is there winter allergies?
When the weather changes, yes.
Is that an allergy?
Because stuff can go blooming again. It gets the whole entire world confused when it's like cold 20s and then pops up to 60. Did you not see all the flies that are around?
No.
There were tons of flies the other day because they think it's
Okay,
time for them to not be hibernating or dying off.
I got a real question then.
Right, what?
If birds fly south when it's cold,
Yes.
this week, like last week, did they fly there and then come back and then go back again? Because every other day it's like 30, 70, 40, 60.
Do you see birds in the winter?
Yeah.
So not all birds fly south for the winter?
Which birds stay here?
Those little sparrows. Like the brown gray ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they got a name.
Is it a sparrow?
No, it's something else. It's called like a... Sparrow might be the word.
I don't know. I'm not
got
a
like a
specialist.
name. Okay, well that's a good question though, right?
Yeah. Geese fly south for the winter.
I know, but did they come back when it was hot? Or
I think so.
so that's like they go, they come back, and aren't they messed up?
They probably are.
Aren't they like?
If it can mess up the animals, why can't it mess up me?
But I don't think they're calling it an allergy.
Are you sick?
No, it's the weather.
I was gonna say, what was that?
Well,
A little sniffle. There
Well, I
was
feel like
something behind your sniffle.
I feel like the rest
it
was
went
chunky.
to your throat.
I know what it did. I feel like you gave me the sickness right then.
Go ahead, drink out my drink.
No, I didn't even have the drink and I got the stuff. You're the one that gave me COVID.
How can I give you COVID when I've never had COVID?
You know you've had it.
I've never had COVID.
You have you had all the symptoms. You just didn't take the test.
I've taken the test every time.
7 days after you felt good, you took the
No.
test.
No,
So you don't believe you ever had it.
I don't believe I have.
Let's get to our topic.
All right, well, what's our topic today, Mr. Brian?
This is going to be super rough today, right? Don't you
It's
think?
going to be rough. It's the day after Christmas.
Right. We have nothing.
Well, 2 days after Christmas if you count when we're going to release it. But, you know, we always record early because, schedules and things.
Right. So we have nothing prepared whatsoever,
We have a topic in mind.
but we don't know how it's going to work.
We don't know how it's going to go. We don't even know if we're going to have a bunch of stuff to talk about. We do know what we're talking about next week, though.
And that is
We're going to talk about Haunted Alton,
our hometown.
our hometown, yeah. But it's going to be a special kind of episode because we're thinking, it's not for sure, but we're thinking about making Brian, I'll participate as well, but we're going to have Brian eat all the foods that he hates while he's trying to tell these stories to see if he can get through them. And I'll participate as well if he can find out what I don't like.
But she eats everything, so I don't know that that's going to be possible. I think it's going to be more me. I will ask.
That's why I'm huge.
Can I have one mulligan on that?
I don't know.
Come on,
What's
man.
the mulligan?
I don't want to eat like these salmon patty things that Michelle made one time. Like, dude,
I'm glad that you said salmon right.
is that how you say it?
Yes. But
Did you think I was going to?
will you eat tilapia? You idiot.
Tilapia, I will. Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot about that. I like the way I say it better.
Tilapia for everybody who didn't know.
Tilapia.
But
Get that tilapia. Okay, so I was thinking when I was driving over that we've investigated a whole bunch of different kinds of places.
well, yeah.
Our favorite probably being the Conjuring House.
Yes, it holds a special place in our heart, and I won't necessarily. We love every place that we investigate,
All places.
but
all
for
of
very
them.
different reasons. I would say
Yes.
Yeah.
This one was the most extended period we've been at a place.
yes, connected with the home on a deeper level. I feel
Right.
had a relationship with the home.
Still feels like we do.
Yes, we didn't. There was not a clean break.
No, I still think about it a lot.
Yeah, it's the one that got away.
We should go back.
I think we will.
We will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we've investigated a lot of places.
Yes, but okay, so we've been to the asylums.
Yes.
We've been to the prisons.
Yes.
We've been to homes, houses.
Yes.
All great.
Yes. We've even been to restaurants, places of
Restaurants.
business.
Yeah, restaurants, diners,
Yeah.
an ice rink.
Oh yeah, we gotta investigate an ice rink, and surprisingly, we actually got activity there.
Right, in an ice rink.
Yeah.
Where's some of the other cool places?
I don't know. All types of cool places.
Churches,
Churches,
schools,
schools, a whole entire towns,
towns, the woods.
the woods. Yeah.
So we've done a lot of cool places.
Yes. Is there a place that we have not done?
We've even been on ships.
We've investigated ships as well. Is there a
More
pla-
than one ships.
Yes.
Ships? More
Investigated.
than one ship.
Yes.
Okay. But I was thinking, out of all the things that we've captured and all the things that we've like kind of experienced, hospitals, I think, besides the Conjuring House, have been where we've seen the most things.
Haunted hospitals. We've had some pretty great experiences at haunted hospitals.
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite of a haunted hospital. I don't know. I mean, I really did like our experience that we had at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
Okay, night 1 or night 2?
The night one. No, I don't know. That weekend was good. Like, I will say up until this week, the weekend that we had the experience, I could not say definitively that I had had an experience there.
Because there's usually 50, 60 people there
Yes.
with us.
Usually a lot of people, so I don't know if I'm experienced stuff or it's contamination. So most of the time when we investigate in that with that many people, kind of chalk everything up to it might not be paranormal, it could be just the living. But that weekend when we were there by ourselves
For the first time ever.
for the first time ever investigating, I think like we had the bell ding at the door, they have like this bell hanging from a door just like so you know if it opens or closes. And we were setting stuff up,
Not even near it.
not even near it, and it sounded like someone like flicked the bell against the door. I heard the thump on the door, and then it was rocking. So I thought that was really cool because it was right in front of us.
Yeah, and we hadn't got to the door yet.
No,
So if we're setting up,
I had been in that room,
But
and
we're
I
out.
had hit it once,
okay,
and then came down,
and then we were setting stuff up.
and then me and you went back down there to set stuff up. It had stopped completely,
Yes.
and then it did what I had done previously.
Did a little ding.
Did a little ding. Did a little
Did a little
ditty.
ding. Say that fast. Did a little ding.
Did a little ding.
Okay. Remember the blue light?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was super weird because it was dark, right?
It's usually
So-
dark when we investigate.
But we came up with blue.
Yeah.
In the darkness.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounded.
The darkness.
In the darkness, it was blue. So it kind of went past us, right? Whee!
I don't necessarily remember that, but
The way it looked. Because I was. Did you see that?
yeah.
I
He's holding his hand up and like
They can see it.
the people listening,
Oh, they can't see it.
they can't see it. The people who are watching, they can.
Right.
So he's holding his
That's my
hand up.
sickness. So, I was doing something with
Recorder?
maybe it was a recorder, and I felt like it went past me, or it was just it made my eyes blink. Man, it was a blue light. It was a blue light.
There's
Something
a blue
happened.
light. It was weird.
Yes.
We've also seen, it sounds weird, but the only way I can describe it is sparkle. Like sparkly lights
hmm
that I feel like, and they're always in like a bed.
Oh.
And I almost feel like it's someone's like essence or like soul, like it's their energy, like their essence. And it's real sparkly. It's actually kind of pretty.
Didn't that happen in Harriman?
It happened at Harriman and it happened at Old South Pittsburgh too.
Huh. Wonder if there's something to that. Have you ever come up to a hospital, investigated, and seen the sparkles?
I think it's probably because people died in those beds.
It has to have been.
Yeah.
So what is that?
Their life force. Just bleh.
They're spark. They're all spark.
They're all spark. They're sparkle.
Audible voice from a woman,
Yes.
and then the big one the next night.
Yes. We've had audible voices at both of those hospitals, at the Harriman Hospital and the Old South Pittsburgh. The Harriman Hospital, well, the Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. That was hard for me. I had like a mini stroke.
A lot of stuff went on right there, and you were like hitting.
Trying to get the words out, and I was
Right.
having a hard time. At Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, the same night that we heard the bell go, we heard a woman say hello
In between us.
in between us, which was really weird. Now, switching over to Old Harriman, we had a group of people. Brian basically,
This one bothers me to death.
yes, he malfunctioned majorly.
I mean, I
with it.
wasn't even trying to be cool, Brian. Like 98% of the time, I was straight up like.
He was in people's faces asking them.
I'm telling you,
It wasn't even asking, accusing people.
somebody said this.
Somebody said it. So we had this group and we were making people do a challenge, okay? And someone said it was not bad except for the lab coat hanging on the right. So after everybody went, we were like, we're going to go down there and we're going to like see where this lab coat's
I want to see
hanging.
the lab coat.
Yeah. And we're looking in all the rooms.
Mhm.
We're looking on the left and the right because some people don't know their left or right. I have difficulty sometimes with that. I do the L's to check.
Is that a thing?
Yes, because left makes an L the
Well,
correct
holy
way.
shit.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. In case you guys didn't know, if you hold your pointer finger and your thumb out like in a 90-degree angle,
That also makes a field goal.
it'll make a field goal, but the left side will make the L the correct way.
That's awesome.
So anyway, We looked and we could not find this lab coat anywhere. So Brian and I were pumped. You were pumped, right?
Pump's not even the word. I'm like, hold on. Like, this lady said, and that was one of the first ladies that went.
Yeah.
She said everything was cool except for the lab coat down there was kind of freaky or something on those terms.
So basically, we're thinking this lady saw a full body apparition.
Yes.
We can't wait to tell her because there is not a lab coat anywhere down there. And we come back down to the group and we're like, hey, there's not a lab coat hanging down there. Who said that? And no one pipes up. And
Like 12 people.
12 people. No one pipes up. And we're like, who said that there was a lab coat down there? And still, no one says anything. We're like,
But they all heard it.
every single person in our group heard someone say something about the lab coat. But not a single one of these damn people that we adore said it.
And I'm at this point, I'm in their faces. Did you say it? Did you say it? Did you say it? Because I know we heard it.
Yeah.
Everybody heard this noise or this sentence.
Yeah. So basically, I think a ghost was playing a trick on us and was like, watch this. Watch this, Harry.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them that there's a lab coat down there and watch these idiots go try to find it.
This to me that's one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had, though.
Yes.
Because I don't know what you would call that. Like, I know there's mass hallucination where everybody sees something.
Mm-hmm.
But what would you call that where everybody heard it? Everybody heard this.
Everybody heard it.
And, we've had some of those people come back, like,
Yeah.
recently to
Recently.
Old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
It's hard to say
You
it.
got to
when-
do the hand is what gets you. It's
I did
emotion.
not have sex with that woman.
And I'm going, oh, the Braves. So,
The hatchet.
yeah, I'm doing hatchet. You're doing,
I did not have sex with that woman.
yeah, I'm hatcheting.
Okay.
Okay, anyways, where were we?
We had people come back to another investigation and talk about it and say, like, listen, we all heard it and we don't know who said it either. The thing about it that was really weird to me was that we had a recorder going the whole time we were down there. We listened back to this recorder on break, like immediately after,
Nothing.
and there wasn't a single thing, a sentence said, even close to that.
That's the one that really, honestly, that's the one that really it still bothers me because I'm like, after all these years doing it, that's the first time that's happening, and I know nothing about it.
And everyone heard it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's bull.
It's a head scratcher. Right?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Scratch. Yeah.
Okay, so then we saw a full body apparition. There's no doubt in your mind.
Abso-frickin-lutely. I know we did. And there were 4 other people with us that saw it as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2 staff members,
2 staff members, 2
2
guests,
guests, so there's 6 total.
and Brian and I. Yes.
We've,
6 total.
and guess what, guys? We have no investigating gear,
We did, but it had all died.
no cameras.
We had the SLS camera and it died, and my GoPro died. Nope, didn't have a GoPro. We got a GoPro after this.
Yes, that's why we got the GoPros.
We got the GoPro.
So yeah, so we're literally, this is at the end of the night. It's an event. Everybody's left at this point, and we have these 2 people that still want to investigate.
The staff members had already cleared the rest of the building. They were just waiting on us. It was just us 2.
They run a
With-
very tight ship too.
Yes, they do. Old South Pittsburgh and Harriman, like Ronnie D and his crew, they
It's one of these.
very scheduled.
Precise.
They do a good job.
Very great job. Anyways, we have this lady walk down the end of the hallway. It's a long hall. That's her challenge. She gets to the nurse's station, which is probably halfway down this hall. She goes past this nurse's station, and here comes a 6-foot-plus person that walks a little bit behind her and goes into the room right, like, as soon as you walk across the hall, there's a room, and it goes into that room. And we kind of all look at each other like, who's that?
Is wearing what appeared to be a white lab coat
At a hospital.
at a hospital. Kind of
Put
looks
it
like it was
together.
a doctor.
A lot like a doctor.
So, followed this lady, well, followed after this lady and then went into a room. So, you know, we told her, hey, she needed to head back because, you know, we joke about using people for bait. But, like, we're never really going to do it.
Right.
And it's a doctor, so I'm assuming that they're there to help. But you do hear those crazy stories about doctors, nurses that aren't helpful, you know?
If you go to them.
I mean,
Are there those stories?
yes.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Okay, so anyway, we tell her to come on and head on back. And as she's heading back, this man walks out of the room he had walked into, back down the hall in front of her, and down the hallway
the nurse's station
past
again.
the nurse's station. And she stops. So we think, oh, great, like she's seen it. Like she's seen something. And she looks down past the nurse's station, and we're like, hey, are you seeing something? And she's like, no, I didn't see anything, but it was really weird because the balloons on the floor were moving across the floor.
That's
No.
balloons moving.
Not to be mistaken with the hatchet.
Not the hatchet. This is the left to the right to the left.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Not as good as you.
No, you're.
It's a little struggle.
I get it.
But yeah, and these balloons, they have a weight in the bottom, a glow stick to hold them down so they don't move easily. I'd say, like, they don't just float across; they're weighed down.
Right.
So she saw them moving. And that was pretty cool because we're like, okay, well,
We hurry her back. Come on back. Get on back here. This is. Yeah, we want to talk to you. And then we kind of realized what was going on, and we looked at the staff members, and we were like, I mean, you saw that, right? And they were like, yeah, we saw it. Everybody's accounted for. So our reaction to what we had seen was simply,
huh?
wow,
Would you look at that?
unbelievable.
Cool.
Ready to wrap?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we asked her boyfriend, fiance, husband. We told him it was his turn next, and he told us basically, "Fuck that shit. I'm not walking
no,
down
I
there."
ain't going, buddy. I saw it too. So
Which I thought was really funny.
it was fun. He was cool.
Yeah.
Until the next day,
It didn't hit us until the ride home.
and then all of a sudden we were like, oh my God, we saw a freaking ghost.
And we didn't have a fucking camera with us.
We're buying GoPros.
So now we have GoPros. I will say I still not great with bringing it every single time. The batteries are not great
They
on
don't
them.
last very long.
They last about a half an hour for the GoPros,
Yeah.
I'd say. And other complaint I have with the GoPro,
Okay, I'm ready to hear it.
when they get hot, they just shut off.
Right.
Like, stop that. Don't just shut off.
Be tougher.
Yeah. Like, you're supposed to be
I'm
able to
in the
go
heat.
on trails.
Right. Or
And,
in
like,
volcanoes. Not.
I don't know, but they're supposed to be, they always advertise them, like, going down, like, attached to someone on trails, going through water, like this.
Jumping out of airplanes.
Yeah. Like these tough,
Underwater.
yeah, these tough elements.
So volcano really wasn't
And
out.
no, not a volcano. I don't think anybody's going in a volcano.
Bro.
But I'm just saying, like, the fact that you only last about a half an hour and then, like, you will sometimes in that half an hour overheat, get your shit together.
Yeah, we got ghosts to see
Yeah.
and record.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we want. We just want one.
To catch it. Just
Yes.
one.
Okay, so that's all, like, that's some of the really cool experiences.
Yeah.
Now, ghost hunting with me. You can say it. It's amazing, right?
You are my best friend, Brian, okay? And I really enjoy your company. All right?
Same.
I will say,
Oh boy.
sometimes,
But not very often.
more often than not, I need a leash.
What?
You run off. I'm going to let you know this right now. And for anybody listening, if you've ever investigated, okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. And I get the excitement. I get why people do it. You will not be able to run and catch a ghost. So don't run after them. You're not going to catch them. They disappear in front of your eyes.
You've
okay?
seen my speed, though.
I have seen your speed. You're definitely
So-
not going to catch up.
I feel like I could definitely catch one. I'm
Yeah.
fucking fast.
Uh-huh.
You don't think I'm fast?
When you get going, you're like a freight train. But you know how like long it takes for a train to actually start moving?
My feelings have never been so hurt. I
You
thought I
got-
was fast.
You got 2 bum knees.
I know, but I'm not fast.
You're not fast. You're not slow. You're
You're getting better.
medium.
I am fucking fast.
You anyway, don't run after a ghost because you're not going to catch them. And I will tell you right now, Waverly is supposed to be the most magical place for paranormal. It's supposed to be basically like the Disney World of paranormal, okay? And my great bestest friend Brian ruined that fucking experience for me so quick it wasn't even funny. Because every 5 seconds I was trying to, first of all, I was trying to tell a story and he kept cutting me off every single time.
Me?
Yes. Usually it's me, but yes, you wouldn't let me get the story out.
Okay.
So I finally was like, fuck it. I'll just fuck right off. Which the sad thing about it is I was telling you a story about my mom, by the way.
Oh, now why you gotta do that?
I just want to let you know that, like, I was like, okay, well, obviously he doesn't care, so I'll move on. Yeah,
That's terrible.
it actually
That's
hurt.
terrible.
It actually hurt my feelings.
We're over it though, right?
I think that this is bringing up some past.
Waverly, we're over that. We're moving on to the next segment.
So anyway, we're there, and Brian keeps hearing things and keeps shushing me, and I don't like to be shushed.
I didn't do the hand.
He said, "Shh."
Did I do the hand? I'm so mad right now.
Yeah, now imagine trying to tell you something emotional about your mom. I think I hear something, okay? So I'm kind of like, dude, he takes off running, okay? Running. This guy
Fast.
is the only one that has a flashlight with him, and he takes it. So he literally left me in the dark because he didn't tell me what he was hearing. He left me in the dark figuratively and literally because you took the flashlight with you.
Well, tell him what you did.
What did I do? I thought about committing murder because when we were on the roof and you had pissed me off so many times, I thought about just shoving you over. I was like, he's clumsy. People think that he just fell. It crossed my mind. I apologize. I didn't do it.
Tell him about when you disappeared.
I didn't disappear. I said,
Kyle, the cameraman,
I fled.
and myself lost you.
Okay, both of you don't listen because I literally said, hey, I'm going down here for a second. You said, okay. So I walked down there and then I come back. I literally walk right past our cameraman, Kyle, and up to Brian. And what did you do, Brian?
I punched the shit out of you.
Yeah, you did. I
Because you just wafted into the light. You were gone. We couldn't find you. We couldn't see you. Where's you? Where are you at? Where did you go? And then
think you don't like it when people just run off
You-
and you don't know where they're going.
It's different when it's me.
Why?
Well, you appeared out of nowhere.
Okay, but I literally walked by the camera guy.
Scared him.
He didn't hit me.
I hit you.
You bruised a rib.
Well,
I had a
am
hard time raising my arm and
I-
taking a deep breath.
I apologize, but you scared me.
Yeah.
You can't just disappear.
Neither can you.
And I haven't since.
Ah, maybe.
Close.
Close.
Okay, what else happened?
Well, old Wreck-It Ralph over here. I'm surprised Waverly will even let us back, if I'm being honest.
So we had some issues. I get it. I had some issues.
I was gonna say, you got a mouse in your pocket?
I
This
had,
was
I
not
did
me.
some things.
You want to tell them what you did? You want to tell them all the things you did?
Okay, the belt was not my fault.
The belt. I don't even know how you accomplish the belt thing.
Me neither.
Brian leans against a wall. You know how you have handrails at hospitals? Okay, they're attached to the wall. Brian leans against the wall, and then he goes to take off real quick and rips the whole handrail off of the wall because somehow his belt loop got the handrail
Was in the belt loop.
was in the belt loop.
Yeah.
That was paranormal, I think, because I
don't know how it did that.
don't know how you laced it through. Makes no sense.
And I ripped it off.
Mm-hmm.
And
That.
set it down.
Set it down.
And then with the door.
The door.
That wasn't my fault either.
You took off running because we thought we heard a door move.
Right. And I went to go
Check.
the door.
So the handle ripped off. And then you went to check the door to see what it sounded like when it
Yes.
moved. And you ripped it right off the fucking hinges. And then you set it back and says, we're just going to leave that there. So in a matter of 5 minutes, maybe less, you destroyed 2 things.
I am strong. I didn't mean to be strong. Well, I meant to be. Those were not my fault.
The door was definitely your fault.
I just shook it a little and it came off. I had the whole door. Like,
Now they have signs that say, please do not touch.
those were for me.
I think a lot of places are for you. Remember the one time it wasn't a hospital, but you moved the thing that says, please do not sit, so you could sit down? Do you remember that?
You're giving my secrets away. I really wanted to sit down.
It was an antique
But the sign wasn't on there.
because you moved it. Loosey-goosey with the rules over here.
Why would you tell me? There is a podcast going and they are listening and you're putting me in prison.
You're going to go in prison for that?
We're sitting on a bench.
I just have insurance if Brian comes. I'm very careful.
I'm so better now. I'm a lot better now.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say a creepy thing, which happened while we were on Ghost Hunters. We were investigating Fort Stanton at that TB hospital. You weren't actually with me, but me and Kristen were investigating, I think, like the 3rd floor or something like that. And we hear footsteps approaching us. Okay, but these were not...
Delicate?
First of all, it was more than 2. It sounded like it was 4, like, coming at us. Something on all 4s. Yeah. And I was like...
I don't want that.
I guess Kristen's going to be the sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, she's the logical choice.
Yeah.
We've always said that.
Well...
Not about Kristen.
No, not about Kristen, but, like, our motto is always, like, get out.
Right. If there is a way, if it's me, Rochelle, and let's use Matt.
Because we like to... Matt's our really good friend. We adore him.
We put Matt in every episode somehow, don't we?
We do. Shout out to Matt.
Yeah, hi Matt.
Matty P.
If it's me, you,
And Matt.
somebody has to go. I mean, somebody's going to get stuck
Uh-huh.
with the 4-legged.
And obviously, Matt really likes 4-legged creatures.
He does. And he's,
So,
like, I'm so much faster than him.
I have never seen Matt run, so I don't know.
He is probably faster than me, but I will get out, I promise. And I'll
Yes.
make sure you get out. Matt, if I can.
Yeah, So anyway, it was a really creepy thing at Fort Stanton because complete dark, okay? Just me and Kristen. And I love Kristen to death. She's very sweet.
I talked to her yesterday.
But when it comes to the protector,
Uh-huh.
I definitely feel like I'm more of the protector than Kristen.
Yeah.
So all I was thinking was, son of a bitch, I'm going to have to fight off a 4-legged creature. Because I can't make Kristen do it. Like, Kristen's tiny. And I'm like, damn it, I don't have Brian. I was like, now I have to be the man? I don't want to do this.
You're going to have to do it.
So, but anyway, we never seen the creature. It was creepy because there were claims that there
I was
was
getting ready to say that.
that there was
Dog man.
a dog man.
Yeah.
That was spotted there. So it wasn't like your typical ghost we were dealing with, or like a crawler or a creeper or anything like that.
I'm
It's
not
like-
a big fan of the creeper crawler,
Yeah.
any of those.
But I was
I know
like-
Waverly's got one.
Yeah. And I was like, damn it, I'm gonna have to fight Dog Man. I don't even have any tomatoes. What the hell?
I like how you did that.
Yeah, bringing
So,
it back.
I have something I want to do. Hospitals to me are fun,
Mhm.
but I got an idea on what I want to do on the next one.
I wonder if it's the same idea I want to do.
Does it have anything with do with sleeping there?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
I want to
Quickly.
sleep like I want to be in the hallway.
Okay, you want to sleep in the hallway?
Yeah, 2 cots, one in one and one at the other.
Don't you think it'd be better to be sleeping on like the waiting chairs? Like we're waiting for a patient.
Well, that's fine.
It's less comfortable, but
Yeah, but I want to be. I don't want equipment.
Okay.
I don't want to announce what I'm doing there. I want to be part of the building and just see what happens.
so like you just want to straight up observe. This is for an experience,
Yes.
not for evidence.
And an experiment.
An experiment for experience.
Like I want to, when you go into locations, people are always got these game plans on how they're going to act and how they're going to play it out, and this is what we're going to use. I want to go into the place and be there without doing any of that and see what happens.
I do too. I like that. Okay, you want to know what I want to do?
Yes.
I want to investigate a hospital during the day
I think that's perfect.
because that's when a lot of activity is going on. In general, that's when the hospital is most active typically. I feel like the emergency room probably is more active at night.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do.
I think that'd be fun.
What if
We've
we,
kind of done it in Ashmore.
a little bit, but
And it's had some things. But like an old South Pittsburgh hospital during the day.
definitely. Ronnie D. Or Brooke. Make that happen.
Hook us up.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm looking at the computer like there will be looking
I
back
looked
us.
at it too. Like,
They're
where are
there,
they at?
But they're not.
They're not there.
They're
No,
not there.
we weren't looking.
No. So I do like the hospitals. I think they're fun. I think that there's some cool things that's happened to us. I think there's funny things that's happened to us. I think there's good evidence that's come out of it. And I know that we'll be back.
I'm really surprised that you did not mention Galena Marine Hospital
Mm.
and you shooting the thermal up and catching the person in the window.
Yeah, that could probably be a whole episode of
Yeah.
that place because
I
I saw for the first time, I think, ever investigating with you, I seen you uncomfortable, almost where I would say you were scared. You backed up.
at the Galena Marine.
Yeah, something was coming up the stairs or
Yes.
something, and you and Kristen backed up, and I could see it in your eyes that you guys were like, to me it looked like you were fight, flight, and she was, Rochelle, fight or flight? Please fight. I'll flight.
I'll tell you what was going on. That building, so because it was an old hospital, only had one staircase going up, and we were getting ready to go down, and again, I heard someone coming up the stairs, hot, like
I can tell.
boom,
You can
boom,
hear it
boom,
on the
boom,
episode.
boom, and I was like, shit, they're coming up here fast and in a rush. So basically, I was like, I'm gonna back against the wall, and essentially hold my breath, and maybe they'll just run past me.
That's what it looked like.
Because I was like, I'm not gonna I'm not getting knocked down the stairs.
Right.
So I'm gonna scoot over to the side. Maybe I'll see something. I'm not gonna run because I want to see what's coming, but I'm gonna try to blend in.
Well, what about me? I started it off.
I know you went in there.
I can feel things walking by me and around me, and I can not only feel them, I can hear them. And I remember looking at Kendall, the cameraman, and straight up going, "What is that?" And you couldn't see him, but he was like, "What in the hell is going on?" Because things were happening, and like you said, I felt something walk past me and go up the stairs, and I walk up the stairs. Like, this isn't even we're not even ready to investigate yet.
There were footprints in the snow that weren't there.
Going up the staircase, We get up there and Kendall's like, I can feel that it's right there. And later on, during the investigation that night, we kind of pan up with a thermal and actually see what looks like somebody in the tower with the thermal. And we even used Daryl for a comparison.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't, we could see Daryl, we could see this other image, put them together. It wasn't Daryl, wasn't anybody. Yeah, that place right there that's probably one of my favorite investigations we ever did.
It was a good investigation.
And it's a hospital.
And it's a hospital.
Get to some hospitals.
Yeah, because they're cool. They're fun to investigate.
Get to the hospital to investigate, not because you're sick.
Yes. Don't go to the hospital just because. Preferably don't investigate active hospital, like functioning hospitals. Don't go to like
Your local
don't
memorial hospital.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't go to the BJC and investigate. An abandoned hospital that offers investigations. I will say,
Go with permission.
Yes, I don't think Galena Marine Hospital.
It's got a new owner.
It has a new owner, so hopefully we can get there sometime.
Well, I heard they were doing a convention there.
For real?
Yeah.
We need to try to.
I would love to go back.
I know.
It's not far from us.
Also, it's a beautiful little town.
Yeah.
It's quaint.
Is it?
You don't remember.
I remember you looking in that little window
Hello.
in that restaurant.
Oh, that restaurant? That restaurant's apparently really haunted too.
Yes. It's a great place, the great location. Haunted hospitals, that's where to go. That's fun. That's always been good stuff.
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to going back to several more.
I am too. I think we already have something scheduled to go back to Harriman and Old South Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But I would also like to add a few more to that list.
You got more?
I can find more.
Okay.
Alton Memorial.
I would love to go to Alton Memorial. I'd actually like to go to St. Anthony's. Anthony's.
I was gonna say, I don't know what that is. So from now on, every time you say a word wrong, I'm just gonna say I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Even though I do know what it is.
You knew exactly what it was.
I did, but I'm just gonna be like, I don't understand.
Just to mess with me. Okay.
We will train you to talk right.
We will remember this when the four-legged creature's coming after us and you need help.
I can run faster than
You
you.
ain't running past me, though.
You got a bum knee.
You think that you can get past me?
How many times have I beat the shit out of you? I have a picture of you on the ground
Shut it.
at Waverly.
Look, sometimes you know how you do with little kids and you're like, oh, that hurt.
There were about 20 witnesses.
They were all in on it.
Oh.
Newsflash.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
Anyway.
She kicked my ass at Waverly. Yep.
I'm glad we
Dumped
can
me
remember.
off in a brick wall into some poison ivy. Highly allergic. She did that. She did that to me.
I actually thought it was going to be the end of our friendship. But
Never.
they always come back.
It's about the hour. I think I took about an hour break from
You
you.
took an hour break from me where you didn't even want to stand next to me or talk to me. It was sad. It hurt my feelings. That's twice now at Waverly. You've hurt
Your
my
feelings were hurt. I'm a big tough fella in my mind. I got beat by a little bitty lady in front of 20 people.
Okay.
And then somebody took a picture and I have the whitest legs ever. It's in the middle of the summer.
I know.
And my legs.
It's like a ghost.
It was like, I don't even see his legs. That's the part that I hate the worst, that you took this picture of me looking ridiculous.
I didn't take the picture.
Who took the picture?
I'm
Who
in
took-
the picture.
Who took the picture?
I bet we can figure out who took the picture.
Was it Tim Comer?
It might have been. I don't know. I don't know. I think it was Rob.
Rob who?
Maybe it wasn't Rob.
I
Was Rob with us?
don't remember. I was in the poison ivy.
Somebody took the picture.
The only little slab of concrete in the whole place,
You found.
you pushed me over it
You found it and you fell.
after I said no kicking.
I flat out told you you did not want to fight, that we did not want to play this game. But you wanted to, and all I gotta say is play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I hope you feel real good.
You know, it made up for all the other times you ruined Waverly for me.
Once?
I only
One-
pushed you into poison ivy once. But did you die? Okay, poison ivy or the roof? Which one do you want?
I feel like I had a better chance with the roof. I do. In all seriousness,
The walls are not very tall up there.
no. I
Like,
would. Yeah.
Barely a little tap,
Woo.
and you go straight over.
All seriousness, next summer, let's get your boy some fucking spray tan stuff. If he's gonna fall, he doesn't want to look like that.
I'll tan you up.
That's gonna look so good.
It is.
Let's do my hair completely jet black and just tan me.
You're gonna look like a vampire.
Perfect.
And on that note, I think that's all we have for haunted hospitals tonight.
Tell us your favorite haunted hospital.
Yes, tell us your favorite so we can add to our list. Tell us about experiences that you've had at a haunted hospital. And yeah, until next time, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, download, and all of that good stuff, and make every day an adventure. Bye.
Woo, bye. So really, I'm not fast.